They say love has no timetable, no age limit, no rules. I didn't believe it until I met him. My name is Evelyn. I'm 49 now, divorced for nearly a decade, cautious about my heart. Back then, I was navigating a life rebuilt from pieces, focused on my career and keeping my emotions neatly tucked away. And then, he walked into a boardroom in Geneva, Switzerland, on a business trip, and the ground beneath me shifted. His name is Richard. He was 55, tall, broad-shouldered, with eyes that seemed to look right through to the part of you hide from the world. I remember the first time we shook hands, a simple gesture that lingered longer than it should have. His grip was firm, confident, but not overbearing. That moment sparked a warmth I couldn't place and wouldn't understand until hours later. We were both divorced, wary of the world of romance after loss and disappointment. And yet, from the moment our schedules collided, there was a quiet electricity between us. The conference room was buzzing with small talk and presentations, but I noticed him immediately. Richard's voice carried easily, confident but kind, each word deliberate, each glance measured. I found myself hanging on his every phrase, his subtle smiles, the way he shifted when he spoke with other executives but kept catching my gaze. During a break, I wandered to the terrace, the crisp Geneva air brushing against my cheeks. And there he was, standing alone, staring at the lake in the distance. "Mind if I join you?" he asked, his voice low, carrying that gentle weight that made my pulse flutter. I nodded, unable to speak. When he stepped closer, our shoulders brushed. Just a touch, brief but electric. I could feel his warmth, the scent of his cologne, something subtle but intoxicating, grounding and stirring all at once. I never expected business trips to feel like this, he said, a half smile tugging at his lips. His eyes softened as they met mine. But there's something about being here, away from everything, that makes things clearer. I swallowed hard. I wanted to tell him I felt the same, but the words tangled in my throat. Instead, I let my hand brush against his when he passed me the coffee. Our fingers lingered longer than necessary. The tension was unspoken, palpable, like the calm before a storm. That evening, we found ourselves alone at a quiet bistro after the conference. Conversation flowed easily, laughter spilling across the table, but beneath the words, there was a current, a magnetic pull neither of us dared to name. At one point, he reached across the table, brushing a strand of hair from my face. The touch was tender, intimate, and I felt my chest tighten. I looked down, cheeks flushed, trying to focus on anything other than the warmth spreading through me. "I've never met anyone like you, Evelyn," he murmured, voice low, almost a whisper meant for me alone. My heart skipped. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the timing, maybe it's you. I felt my hand move almost involuntarily to his, our fingers entwining across the table. That night, we walked along the lake. Moonlight danced across the water, and when he stopped and turned to me, he didn't speak. He didn't have to. Our eyes met, the world narrowing until it was just the two of us. And then, the first kiss. Slow, lingering, tentative at first, testing the waters. But soon, it deepened, hungry and desperate, as if we had been holding back years of longing without even realizing it. His hands cradled my face, thumb brushing my cheek, and I pressed closer, my heart racing. That night, as I walked back to my hotel, I couldn't stop thinking about him. Every detail haunted me, the warmth of his hands, the taste of his lips, the way his eyes had held mine as if they were memorizing me. The following weekend, a casual team-building retreat gave us the excuse to spend more time together. Hiking in the mountains, sharing stories, laughing by the fire, it felt effortless. During one hike, we reached a quiet overlook. He pulled me close under the guise of helping me steady on the rocky edge. Our bodies pressed together, his warmth seeping into me, his breath brushing my ear. "I don't think I've ever felt this alive," I whispered. "Neither have I," he replied, tilting his head to kiss the side of my neck. My knees weakened. My hands instinctively found his chest, feeling the steady beat of his heart. The air around us was electric, the tension unbearable and delicious. Later, by the campfire, we sat close, shoulders touching, hands brushing. He whispered things I hadn't dared to hear from anyone in years, confessions about his past, fears, regrets. I responded in kind. Every word drew us closer, every laugh, every shared vulnerability, igniting a fire that neither of us could ignore. When the fire died down, we walked back to the cabin. His hand found mine, fingers intertwining, and I felt a shiver run through me. Alone in the cabin, our lips met again, a kiss long and slow, punctuated with soft sighs, hands exploring the familiar terrain of longing. Later that evening, when we were alone, the intensity built. One look, one touch, and we were drawn together like magnets. Our kisses were deep, searching, tentative, then urgent. His hands traced the curve of my back, my fingers tangled in his hair. Every brush of skin sent electricity through me. We talked between kisses, whispered confessions about how lonely our lives had been, how much we had missed, how much we needed connection. Every word was laced with emotion, every touch a promise unspoken. At one point, I rested my forehead against his, breathing him in. "I didn't expect this," I admitted, voice trembling. "Neither did I," he said softly, pressing a lingering kiss to my lips. "But I don't want to stop." The night was filled with moments suspended in time, hands brushing, lips meeting, hearts racing, words shared in hushed tones that felt louder than anything else in the world. 5 years later, I still remember it all as if it were yesterday. The stolen moments, the intimacy, the way he made me feel alive again after so many years of guarded solitude. We both returned to our lives after the trip, changed in ways we couldn't explain, carrying the memory like a secret flame. Sometimes, I catch myself thinking about him during quiet mornings, or in the middle of meetings, and a rush of warmth floods me. The lingering kisses, the intimate touches, the late-night confessions, they are etched into my soul. Now, I want to ask you, the viewer, have you ever met someone unexpectedly who completely changed the way you see life and love? Would you follow your heart, or play it safe? If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story filled with romance, tension, and passion.